Tim McClone, McClone Brothers Group. An individual asked in one of the comment sections if this painting is for sale. What kind of question is that? Everything is for sale for the right price. So an interesting history on this painting. A friend of mine painted it, and a friend of his worked directly for Muhammad Ali. At the time, Muhammad Ali was living in the Hollywood Hills, and my friend wanted to give Muhammad Ali the painting for free. So he was finally able to link up after some time and was finally able to present the painting to Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali didn't want it. Instead, he signed it on one of the gloves and said, "Here you go, you keep it." So he tried to give it to him. Muhammad Ali signed it, gave it back to him. So there you have it. It's for sale. It's not cheap, but everything's for sale. So let's get into the video. Roughly 31% of Americans are at risk of being deficient in at least one vitamin. So when are injections better than oral medications? When it comes to vitamins and nutrients, injections are generally more preferable than oral medications. Vitamins and minerals are necessary micronutrients in our bodies. They are called micro because we need them in relatively small amounts compared to macronutrients that everyone loves to talk about. Macronutrients like carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So when it comes to medications, it may seem like many people believe injections are the best way to go on the surface. So on the surface, this makes sense as injections give the patient the medication they need very fast, but are injections the best method of administration? So injections versus oral medications, which is more effective? When it comes to vitamins and nutrients, injections are generally more preferable than oral medications. This is especially true with regards to vitamin cocktails that were big time back in the day in Europe, and now they've come over to the United States, and you see these vitamin drip centers now. So they're more open about it. It's more accepted. The reason why injections and vitamin IV therapies are so effective is they are able to bypass many of the issues which orally administered nutrients are plagued with. You know, you want to maximize your results with vitamins. Injections will give you the best bang for the buck from my research and my personal use. It's the best way to take your vitamins. So when vitamins and nutrients are administered orally, they have to travel through the body, particularly the digestive system, to reach the bloodstream. And when traveling through the body, often times these nutrients are diverted or prevented from reaching their intended targets for any number of reasons. So when we talk about intravenous administration, on the other hand, going directly into the bloodstream, meaning the patient receives, and I say they receive 100% of it, not 50, they get 100% of the vitamins or nutrients given. So, which is more effective, oral or injectable medications? So do injections work better than oral medications overall? This is key. It depends. The ways in which a medicine is dispensed is dependent on the chemical properties of that particular medicine. So take insulin. Take insulin, for example. If you take insulin orally, insulin may be destroyed by digestive enzymes of the body, making it ineffective. Therefore, insulin, it must be injected in the same way. Certain medications only work in solid form and are ineffective if injected. So it just depends on the medication. But when we talk about vitamins, a vitamin cocktail injection is more effective way to receive nutrients. So if you find yourself feeling sluggish or without vigor and sharpness you once had, you may not be receiving key vitamins and minerals. In instances like these, you should consider a vitamin cocktail injection. By directly administering key nutrients into your bloodstream, you can experience renewed energy instantly. So let's talk about some of the key benefits of vitamin cocktail therapy. What are the health benefits of injecting vitamins rather than taking them orally? Number one, improve hydration, improve skin quality, reduction in headaches, a reduction in stress levels, improve symptoms if you're experiencing depression, improve symptoms of your asthma if you have asthma. A boosted autoimmune system is the big one. Helps reduce inflammation in the body and helps aid in muscle building and fat loss. A lot of people are going to like that. So we talk about water-soluble vitamins such as vitamin C, B complex. They don't require stomach acids to be absorbable. Rather, when you ingest them, rather active transports like proteins pick them up in your digestive tract and eventually deliver them into your bloodstream. So the bottom line of this is, let me just say that I'm not a doctor. I'm just here to present information. This is for informational purposes only, in my experience, in my readings and research. So when it comes to cocktails for vitamins, that's the best way to administer it, is by injections. You know, I had some problems with thyroid and mercury issues and other deficiencies through it. So I have a prescription for these medications from a doctor. Consult your doctor, get your vitamin levels tested, and see if that might be the best way to go, because a lot of oral medications, when it comes to vitamins, you don't receive 100% of that vitamin in your body. The best way to do it is by injection. So just not get into the weeds, but I have a cocktail I have vitamin C injection, B complex injection, B12 injection, and amino acid injection. And rather than going, wow, Tim, what are you going to do? You're going to take vitamin C twice a week, vitamin B12 twice a week, and you're going to be taking injections constantly. I take all the injections together in one, and I combine them. So I do, let's say, 500 milligrams per ml of vitamin C. I take 3 mLs. I take 2 mLs of B complex and 2 mLs of B12, and I combine it all in one syringe and take it twice a week IM. And I take it IM for a month, and then I go off for a month and go on a holiday. I believe being a minimalist with this stuff, and give your body a break, and then go back on and then take it sub-Q. And maybe 1 week I'll just take the vitamin C sub-Q, and then I'll take the B12 sub-Q, and then the next week I'll take the B complex sub-Q. It's very simple. So I'll do the sub-Q route for, let's say, a month, and then I'll go off for another 2 to 3 weeks and then go back to IM. Biggest thing with IM, a lot of people, are using 22, 23 gauge. That's like a cannon. I suggest you withdraw the solution with a 22, what have you, 21, and switch the needle to a 25. I've been taking vitamin drip therapies and vitamin therapy for years. I don't have any scar tissue in my body from the injections. 25 is relatively small. May take a little longer to get the solution out. Not the vitamin C or B12, but with all that combined, it takes a little longer than a bigger needle. And the B12 will lessen the pain that you get from the vitamin C and B complex. Those are water soluble, a little more painful. The vitamin B12 seems to deaden that pain. So when I talk about my 44 pearls, this is number 3. When we talk about cayenne pepper reducing inflammation, all the benefits of cayenne pepper, and then combining that with iodine and the benefits of that, and bromelain, the inflammatory benefits of bromelain. Then you throw in vitamin cocktails and the inflammation effects of vitamin C throughout the body. I think starting with just those 4, in addition to everything else I'll talk about, that is really keeping the inflammation down in my body and my joints protected and everything else, and making sure my body is getting the vitamins I need compared to the oral administration. So I've been doing this on and off for roughly 11 years, on and off, and at the advice of a doctor. And it's worked tremendously for me and my energy, my immune system. I can't remember the last time I got sick. I don't get sick. So talk to your doctor. This is something you might want to consider. A lot of centers have this. I have prescriptions. I don't go to a center and pay $250 for a drip, but I don't know, it's kind of weird to take a mainline drip. I feel like I'm some kind of addict with heroin or something. But there is value there. I've done it. I do a drip therapy once every 2 to 3 months. I'd rather, I have prescriptions, and you get prescriptions for these things. Just get tested by your doctor and see what your levels were. My levels were low. And I think it's a healthy way to do things. And, hey, you still get your vitamin C and B complex if you take a pill. So it's not as effective as the vitamin drip therapy. Some people are scared of injections and they don't want to go that route. But if you want to maximize your benefits, vitamin injections are the way to go. Take care. Be creative.